Alright, so KotH and Meteor versus Bunny showed the last team what for, and now are holding the hill themselves. So Asmon came in.
Warlock and Lictor versus
Techie and Inquisitor once again.
Okay, Meteor versus Bunny's Inquisitor is very good actually, so we might see some nice play coming out of this.
No, the Inquisitor is definitely my least favorite Imperial Guard hero to fight against.
Well, but Meteor versus Bunny is very good at playing the Inquisitor, from what I've seen, so that's what I mean.
No,
it might be a shitty commander, but it is probably going to be a good game.
No, I mean she's my least favorite to play against.
Yeah, I know.
She is nasty. She's got just so many just nasty damage dealing spells. Stuns. Yeah, stun is the name of the game. Stun, immobilize, then some more stun, and then some high AoE. You know.
More stun.
Yeah, a couple more stuns in there.
Regardless. Meteor versus Bunny saying that he hasn't played IG for a while, so maybe it's... we'll see what happens.
Alright, so let's see, we've got the standard double Termagant build for Thus Spoke Zarathustra, and some Spore Mines coming in as well. Always pretty intimidating against those guardsmen to see those Spore Mines rolling in towards you.
I'm just going to call him
Sentinel missed Spoke. Yeah, we can just call him Spoke. Zarathustra is tough to say in the middle of a cast repeatedly, so we'll go with that. Asmon and Spoke versus KotH and Bunny.
Meteor.
Yeah, or Meteor.
Bunny.
Bunny's less intimidating.
Yeah.
So despite missing the stomp, the Inquisitor comes in and forces off those two Termagant squads.
I think he missed the stomp because of, I think it was reduced a couple of patches ago, so maybe
yeah, the stomp's a bit trickier to land now. You can't kind of just go into a pile and hit it and expect it to knock everything over.
No, certainly not.
So Lictor retreating right before that hammer drops. Meanwhile, Spore Mines coming in to harass these guardsmen. Spoke has gone ahead and just ignored everything else, sent his Hormigons straight to the back, and is harassing the power. That's pretty obnoxious.
And it works pretty good actually with the melee resistance.
No, I mean that melee resistance makes these tier 1 melee squads notoriously difficult to pull off of the power.
Especially Hormigons with their speed and such. Although it did get removed with the adrenal gland upgrade, so that's it's a bit trickier now, but it's still very easy to do. Yeah, so
he pulled off 2 gens at the cost of 1 Hormigon, so that's pretty much a win.
Yeah. That's what I say. It's very easy to just run up your Hormigons and...
Meanwhile, on the bottom, the Tech Marine just barely snuck around that Shuriken Cannon's firing arc, and the scouts are going to come in and try to shotgun that as well. But the Warlock's giving them a little bit of trouble in that regard. It's trying to get set up, but here comes the blast, and it actually didn't knock over the gun itself. Yeah, Warlock's very low.
That's a bit of a problem with shotgun scouts. They either don't launch it, or it doesn't suppress, or so it's
explosive shot is sometimes. Oh, the Inquisitor getting flesh hooked and then taken out by the Lictor.
Very nice.
Rangers have answered the call.
So Katachin's coming on the field for Bunny, and KotH is getting a double dev? No, he must have had those on Overwatch. He canceled the second one.
Yeah, but you can see Bunny has some problems with playing, probably because he hasn't played IG for a while, because he's actually having trouble getting those Tyranids off his gens, so...
Yeah, he has a heavy weapons team in Katachins now, though, so he might be trying to keep that crowd under a bit more control, and with the Katachins, of course, he'll be able to spot that Lictor and keep him off his back, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hormagaunts were trying to come in, but an explosive shot from the Catechins quickly dissuaded them from trying to pursue that goal.
Electro Elf isn't as bad as he used to be either, but that's also a long time ago, so...
Yeah. You can see the Warlock's gotten himself his Merciless Witchblade, which just shreds through Space Marines.
Yeah. It's an awesome weapon. I tend to get due to the knockback.
No, that special attack, it's base DPS, and of course it's energy draining, which is excellent against Assault Marines, preventing that second jump. Just makes it an excellent choice against Space Marine in general. It's rare to not get that, I feel.
It's also awesome that it does shitloads of damage, but it's not power melee. So it's kind of tricky. So it actually does less damage against heavy infantry, but yeah.
Oh, and of course it has the added benefit of his knockdown ranged attack, which is pretty much an awesome ability in itself. It's pretty much like having full auto just whenever you need it. Oh, that Devastator moving up a bit too close, and pretty much just has to fall back.
I don't think KotH was paying attention to that one.
I don't think so. Anyway, Spoke just being a speed demon and launching himself straight into Tier 2 long before anyone else is even considering that.
The way of the Tyranid.
Yeah, I mean, I think all he did was upgraded his 2 Toxin Sacks and pretty much called it a wrap for Tier 1.
Yeah, the Electra has no upgrades from what I can see, so...
So he's been doing a pretty good job of just stalling with that smallish Nid Force.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, actually.
Termagant's kind of unsure if they want to try to pursue this heavy weapons squad or not. Waiting for them to start setting up and then falling back. Oh, but this time the heavy weapons squad hesitated. It probably would have gotten set up in time.
Yeah, you shouldn't have hesitated with...
Yeah. So now it has to get out of there, and once again those gens are going to be exposed.
Yeah, you can clearly see that Bunny has a hard time playing IG for the first time in a long time.
Oh wow, and the Destructor took out the lead member of that Devastator squad, and the second one drops just as it gets set up. And KotH has to retreat. Yeah, no, that was very fortunate.
Tell me quickly what you wish.
And once again, the Hormagaunts hacking away at those generators while the Termagants tie up the rest of the IG. The Termagants have to fall back in the face of that heavy weapons team, though. And meanwhile, those Catechins are going to try to do some damage to these Hormagaunts. They have to retreat right away, otherwise they might get those Catechins in their retreat path, cause a lot of damage.
Yeah. Nice shotgun blast from KotH, although his attacks were out of position, so he couldn't really do too much damage against those Banshees.
And of course we're seeing the Tech Marine with his mastercrafted bolter, which is just invaluable against Eldar.
I know what he's going to do with it.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Well, considering, yeah, I mean, we saw his maneuvers last game with the smite.
One teaching me how to play this game, and he basically gets this to snipe Exarchs and Warlocks of squads.
Right.
We might see some of that later in the game.
Well, just in general against Eldar, in Tier 1, I mean, it will snipe a model every time you use it. Plus, the suppression on the Banshees is always very useful. I'm not sure why those Banshees fell back right there. They should have chased either the Tech Marine or the Tax, one or the other. They kind of hesitated there and let them get away. Spoke already with his Zoanthrope on the field and getting a Venom Brute as well, going for that Nid Blob of Doom.
Zoanthrope is a very good choice against IG.
No, all those low HP, high model count squads just get melted under those warp shots.
Yeah, some Tyranids are still trying. Well, ever since Ravenous got nerfed, Tyranid players got straight away from the cookie cutter build of just going Ravenous with
Venom Brutes.
Devourers, yeah. But the Zoanthrope is very good actually.
No, they're extremely frail, but they're so useful. You just need to make sure that you can keep them out of harm's way.
I'm not sure why he's using him on the sun.
No, it should have fired on that heavy weapons team. You need to use them on those infantry blobs. Oh, a hammer of the witch going down. I would just pull that back right now. There's no reason to risk it. Flesh hook on that Inquisitor, and now he recognizes that the zone throw falls back. And a Bane Wolf on the field.
I'm not sure why he's driving it backwards. He should have just...
Yeah, unfortunately, those Venom Broods are on the field as well right now. The Catechins are going to probably try to tie those up. But right now, that Bane Wolf's doing great damage to all those Tyrannid Termagants, and we'll probably be able to just move right in on this power and take out that gen farm.
The Warlock trying to... No,
probably trying to get a warp throw in on there. He did upgrade those warp throw gloves, and probably trying to pull that Devastator into range of that Shuriken cannon. Warp Spider's on the field as well.
That's a very colorful army paint.
Yeah.
Just, especially in the Warp Spiders with the yellow stuff.
Yeah, it's very bright. Yep, and there goes the last of Spoke's power farm right there to that Bane Wolf.
Yep.
Oh, but a warp shot from that zone throw might have that Bane Wolf in a bit of a predicament, especially with the Warp Spiders coming in and dropping a Haywire grenade. I think that is...
Now, yeah.
It's going to be out for a few seconds at least, and I don't think they're going to be able to do...
taking shots at it. This might not end well for...
Oh, wow. One of the snares wore off. Will they get that second shot? There it goes. And Spoke...
Very well played. Very well played.
Yes,
from,
indeed.
Spoke.
Spoke does have a second zone throw on the field.
Spoke has shitloads of power. I'm not sure what he's going to do with it, but...
Oh, and here comes an Autarch drop on top of that Devastator squad. It looks like he doesn't see it.
Paying attention to it.
Oh no, it actually didn't do too much damage considering that can generally outright gib a squad on its own. He tried to use Veil of Time right there. Yeah, he used Veil of Time. He didn't want to retreat because the Guardians were in his retreat path, and I think he was just trying to get it out of there, but the Autarch got a couple continuous knockdown attacks and caused some serious trouble there.
Yeah,
and finished off the Devastator. So I think Cursed was just trying to avoid the retreat grenade with those Guardians, and it didn't quite work out. Yeah, see, that's what Cursed is falling out. I'm not
sure where that grenade's going to, but...
I think he was expecting those attacks to move up a little further. There goes the high-powered shot, suppressing the Banshees while the Autarch duels with the Librarian. Of course, she will win that fight.
Librarian might not... Yeah, there we go, Ferry. That's a... synergy between the Autarch and the Banshees are great.
Yeah, but the Exarch did get taken out there. So a bit of an expensive loss.
Yeah, Meteor versus Bunny saying this is getting painful. Yeah, they surely are getting a beating.
With those double zone throws on the field, there's really not too much that Bunny's going to be able to do right now. Oh man, look at the damage those Catechins took.
Those Catechins.
Wow. Down to 2 members. Those Hormagaunts probably be able to finish them off if they stop chasing that.
Come on. Is
man.
Paying attention or not? He is.
He flesh hooked one of them, but the last one still gets away with over 100 HP.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at Cursed power node.
Yeah, Cursed in a bit of a predicament here.
What that clusterfuck's supposed to mean, but yeah.
This node is vulnerable to you. Tell me quickly what you wish.
Oh man, and I think that's both power farms for the blue team going down right here. Ogren's coming on the field for Meteor vs. Bunny, but it's going to be tricky getting them in to engage any of this mid-range stuff right now between all the disruption that's on the field. Those Zone Thropes, the Venom Sacs, and of course the Lictor himself.
I think exhaustion also plays a role in this game. Because, of course, organizing the entire game night.
Yes, indeed.
And Bunny not being used to Imperial Guard anymore because of the nerfs they received over the course of the year, actually. So yeah. And I think this could be a bug of the Devastator bug, but I'm not sure.
Oh, it's setting up the wrong direction, possibly.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's a bug actually, but I'm not sure if he wants to cover the power node. That's questionable, but
yeah, there's nothing more frustrating than when you set up that setup squad and it sets up backwards.
It actually helps, but
Cursed.
I think he.
Oh wow, yeah, and he actually just made an excellent prediction by setting it up backwards. Of course, those Banshees are going to take no damage right now, retreating with the stored field.
They actually got healed due to the reduced healing, the reduced damage from retreat and the global. So if you do the maths, they get healed.
Yeah, they get negative, negative damage.
Yeah.
We are losing a victory. The enemy has 200.
I think this is pretty much over. Curse has no power. Bunny has no rack. I don't think they can actually do that all that much anymore.
That Autarch might go down now. Oh
Meanwhile,
wow!
I think Spoke can actually spam Carnifex at this point. Not sure why he's not doing it.
No, I'm not sure where his
resources are going. I mean, oh, something's got.
Oh, the good old Swarm Lord is what he's waiting for.
That's what he was getting.
Yet powerful. Enemy
And meanwhile, Asmon is hitting tier 3 himself along with Cursed.
Rangers being a pain in the ass alongside the Warlock.
Oh wow, and
Zoanthrope.
here comes the big pile on bugs. Zoanthrope's doing some pretty excellent damage. Scout's trying to throw a grenade, but oh no!
So we're going. Is Librarian probably getting a smite off and then just.
Yep, there it goes.
There, probably. Just running away. Yeah. I think this is pretty much GG now.
Yeah, I mean, the red team has pretty much the whole map. Blue's down to power.
Yeah. I think it was.
I mean, Cursed can.
Cursed was doing pretty well. Bunny was doing pretty well as well, but Spoke was doing better. So
I think Cursed is gonna probably wait to drop a Vendread and then see if that helps the situation any before he
I don't think
concedes.
he has the power actually. You need 100.
The Vendread's only 50, I believe.
50, I'm not sure.
Terminators are 100. Vendread's just the 50.
Yeah, Vendread could be 50. Yeah, true.
So if he can just hold out for a little bit longer here, because he's making a push.
Smite? No.
There it is. Oh, not quite taken out a unit yet either.
Someone throw coming in and just.
I think once they see that Swarm Lord, though, I mean, there's really not much they can do to that.
No. This is pretty much GG.
The battle goes our way for now.
Yeah, Blue actually had a pretty solid opening, but
yeah, they later on yeah.
I sense the spot.
Doesn't really work.
yeah, Meteor vs. Bunny had a bit of a tough time versus these Tyranids at the beginning.
Yeah, the red team is now just cleaning up the remains, basically. There's not much left of...
You can see all the blast marks from the zone that's just been blasting away at all of the Imperial Guard squads. Oh, Tyranniform right there on the Imperial Guard base. Doesn't quite finish off that Guardsman squad because, of course, when they all take damage at once, that Sergeant will always survive.
Yeah. Ogren's trying to chase, but we're hit by...
Yeah, I mean, between the knockdowns on those Zoans and then the Venom Sacks on those two Termagants, they're just never going to be able to get into melee.
No, and then the Hormigons going in the chase. Well, the double Zoan just fires away, and it's
just brutal to watch, yeah.
Zones actually don't do any friendly fire, so it's...
Yeah, you can just charge right in.
Yeah. It's not like Wraithguard where you have to be careful. And here's the Vendred down here, actually.
Oh wow, they dropped a smoke bomb, but still took full damage from that Zoan shot.
The Vendred is having some trouble down bottom.
Oh, the Vendred did get dropped.
Yeah, it did.
Devastator going point blank over there, trying to prevent the last 3 points from ticking away here.
Yeah, it's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, I actually kind of was just waiting for the game to end, and then I looked up and they got the decap and managed to turn it around for the last second here. Unfortunately, Meteor versus Bunny down to just 2 squads. That Swarmlord's looking quite a bit beat up, but those Catachans just aren't going to be able to do anything with those 2 Zoans.
There's also, even if the Swarmlord goes down, there's another KotH coming up.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Those Tyranids are just... Tyranid economy seriously needs some looking at, because it's just insane. Insane, the amount of units Tyranids can push out late games.
Yeah, it just doesn't stop.
Is dangerous.
Just one issue, someone was asking himself, all the walkers got a cost reduced in the next patch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, why doesn't the KotH get one? Yeah. Pretty much because they already are able to spam KotH's late game. So if anyone's still asking that, there's your answer.
Oh, the Librarian pretty much back in Asmon's base right now, trying to engage that Bright Lance.
KotH coming, engaging some units. I wonder what's stronger actually, Vendred or a KotH?
I think a Vendred should beat a vanilla Carnifex, but I'm not sure.
And the game's over.
That's the game.
Very well played.
No, I mean we saw Cursed and Meteor versus Bunny come in and clean up the last match and got their clocks clean. This one, that's kind of the fun of King of the Hill, is it just keeps on switching.